Okay, so hope everybody's doing okay. Let's see, we're in the basement level. I think that's where I left off. Okay, did I size this? Let's just check I want to check the fixture units and the size of this cold water that's supplying these two water closets and these two lavatories. I can go to my 3D view and check. So what do I have here? I have 23 fixture units and let's say 40 GPM, right? So what I can do is there are charts, and I'm going to use one here. I think it was 40 GPM. Let's see, it was 23. So these are in increments of intervals of 5 fixture units, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. So we have 23, let's say it's 25, and this is what's called a Hunter's curve, or Hunter curves. And the top one is for flush valves, and this bottom curve, number 2, is for flush tanks, or what usually is used in the industry is this line is for hot water, and this line is for cold water, because hot water is usually not associated with flush valves. Okay, flush valves are usually on your water closets, right? So that's why they like to associate the top curve with cold water and the bottom curve with hot water or flush tanks. But we have 25 fixture units, and let's say it's 40 GPM, right, for cold water. And there's another chart that we can use. This is like a little snapshot of pressure and gallons or flow, right? So you can get this out of a book, like a code book, international code book or plumbing code book somewhere. Well, this is just a little piece of it. So if I have 40 GPM, and cold water, you usually want to stay between 6 and 8 feet per second. You don't want to go up to 10, or you don't want to go up to 8, really. So I like to stay in the middle of this chart. This is like 7 feet per second. If you drew a diagonal line in between this 8 and the 6, you're going to get 7, right? So we're at 40 GPM. So I go over from right to left, and 7 is about right in here, right? So I think I was using 1 1/4. I think I'm going to bump that up. So 7 is about in here. I'm going to bump that up to, say, 1 1/2. So I think this is 1 1/4. Yeah. So I'm going to move that. That's all going down to the basement. I was looking at this 3D view. What Revit would tell you, if you click on this pipe, it's going to tell you up here what level you're on, right? So it's in the ceiling of the first floor at 10.6. So we can change this number, and we can say what it is relative to the basement. It's going to be higher, right? So you can manipulate this however you want to get some kind of reference, but that's what that's for. So I see that it is 1 1/4. I want to change that to 1 1/2. Can I change all of this? Yeah. Okay. What about here? So I'm gonna control and change all of that piping to 1 1/2. Okay. And yeah, okay. So then it's gonna change again. So it's 1 1/4. That should be okay, because it's 21, 35. 35 fixture units. 35 GPM. And if we go here, 35 is down here, so it's between 40 and 30, or 30 and 40. 35 is about right in here. So you get your 7, or close to a 6, 1.5, 1.25. So this is 1.25. These are 1s, 3/4. This is 1 inch pipe, 3/4 inch pipe. These are different types of pipes. Different types of copper pipe is what this flow is based on. So a KLM, we usually use an L type copper pipe, but because it's Revit and I'm just representing graphics, and because of the fittings, I'm using PVC. But where are we? 35 and 7 are right in here. I should keep that at 1.5. Yeah, I think I'll keep it at 1.5. Just because, let's see, that's 1.5. That's 1.5. So I'll keep that at 1.5. Okay. Yeah, because this is gonna feed the laboratories, these 2 laboratories. So I'll keep that at 1.5. Okay. So it should be okay now. That's 1.25. So 1.5 to 1.25. Okay. So, all right. Okay, so I think we've solved that problem. Let's go back to the basement level. That's fine. So this should be 1.5. Let's tag it. Free end leader. So we have a 1.5 here, right? And this is, we can say, I usually don't use notes on these because, depending on your office standards, again, I usually don't write notes on what I'm doing. But just for reference, you go text, and you can choose either any of these 4. That's no arrow. But I'm going to use this with a little leader on the edge of it, and just call it 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch cold water. 1.5 inch. Says cold water up. Right? Okay. And that's just text. This is annotative. Because you go to annotate here, or you can go text, right? That's the difference. Okay. So let's go back up to first level water. I have anything? Let's go first level water. Okay. And this is text 1.5. Say 1.5 inch down, or we use DN. Okay. And that should be 1.5. Okay. So now what we need to do, I'm going to turn this off, is supply the basement with hot water to supply the 2 labs here. Okay. Let's go back up. First level water, and we come off of this 2.5. It can't be any more than 3/4 inch. Okay. So what's this? Now might be a good time to look at some other information, some other disciplines. Okay. Let's look at the mechanical. Okay. and I see that that's 10, and we can select, make sure that if I want to select the link, right? So this is a link model of the mechanical, and I can tab just to get some information off of it. I want to see how high it is. So it's above. What? Let's say it's above. Okay, you see? That's the reference level of basement. Because I was looking at it like the pipe is actually above, but I know the pipe is at 10.6. So let's change this reference level. Oh, I can't do it with the, I can't do it in the, if it's a link file. I can change the reference if it's not in the link file. But let's go here. Let's just take a look and see. I'm gonna cut a section through here. Let's go here. And just kind of move this down a little bit. Let's do this. Let's go hidden line, medium, fine, okay. It looks like it's above, but let's just take a look. Let's go to view, get our reference. What's our reference here? Okay, let's go section 2, and we're here. Okay, let's turn on the mechanical. Mechanical is on. Okay, I think, do I have enough of it? Let's see, where is it? Section. Is that it? Level 1. So that's in the basement. Level 1 water. That's in the basement. So I need to check. Let's look at the view range. Okay, because I don't like the way that is coming up. Well, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, let's look at the view range. -3. Cancel. Let's go back to this section. And that's level 1. So I'm going to draw a detail line, and yeah, that's why it's showing that 3. Okay, so well, it's not interfering, that's for sure. It looks okay to me. Let's go back here. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Stay here. Here. No, let's go back. And look at the architects. So, okay. Let's go back here. And I think I'm going to come across, go down, basement level water. So I want to come down here, let's say. Let's do this. I'm going to create this similar just for construction, and then change this to hot water. Hot water, domestic hot water. Okay, let's turn off the links. And I want to go somewhere along here. Draw a pipe, 10.6. Let's change that to 30 because I'm going up. And say apply here. And I'm gonna move this over tab. I'm using my arrow keys to go up. And go back up to the first level. And it's coming up here. Okay. Can I go over more? If I go over more, where would I come down? Let's go basement again. It might be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let the contractors figure out the rest, but I'm within tolerance here, I think. Water here, and I can come off. I'm gonna come off. Let's delete that. Come off. Create similar 1/4, 3/4 inch. 10.8. It's at 10.8. My cold water should be at 10.6. And that is 3/4 inch. Okay. And so here, gonna drag this down. I wonder if I can get a dynamic. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And so because I already established this riser, the horizontal is gonna pick up. And now what I need to do is go to my section view and get a reference and connect my horizontal with my vertical. Section view. Okay, so we are here, those two. Let's change this to a 3/4 inch hot water. Okay, and let's fill it in here. Modify, fill it, or trim. Okay, and now in the basement level, we have this. And so we can come from our hot waters on the left. Let me draw our pipe. Now this says sanitary, but we want hot water, domestic hot water here. And we go up in the ceiling space at 10.8. Okay. I know it's 1/2, but oops, what's going on? Let's try it again. 1/2. 10.8. Okay, I don't know what happened the first time. And we can go here. Oh, I know what happened. I think this is at a different elevation. 10.6. Let's go 10.8 here. And let's extend this pipe, that pipe. Okay, that looks good. Got to go all the way over here. Since I'm over here. So vent, hot water. Hot water again, copper, hot water. Domestic hot water here. And change this to 10'8". And we go up here. Somewhere over here, we're going to make the alignment. Should be 3/4 inch. I'm going to change this to 1/2. Okay. That's very small, 3/8. I'm gonna leave it like that. Align one pipe to the second and fill it here. 1, 2, that looks good. And we have fixture units. 3 fixture units in the flow, okay. And we come up to the first level, and it is, was the text, "3/4" says 3/4" hot water down. Okay. And it's connected to our hot water in the ceiling space here. Okay, so slowly but surely getting there. So that's what I wanted to go over today, was the hot water and how to get down, how you can set up your piping so that you're in the wall and you're not guessing about where it's going to come out or what. You have to set up some kind of a reference point. Like when I was in the basement, I knew that I couldn't come down in this area, right? I can't come down in the middle of the room. I have to use this wall or this, or somewhere along here I would want. So that way everything works out. Okay. All right. So we'll talk to you guys later.